Welcome to the American Dream, selling Kansas City. I'm your host, Jonathan Goforth with Keller Williams Platinum Partners. Kansas City is famous for the best barbecue in the world. It's a way of life here. And I'm on location right here in Kansas City, Kansas at Joe's Kansas City BBQ. I'm going to show you today how this old filling station has been transformed into one of the best barbecue restaurants on the planet. This is Eric Tata, the Director of Marketing here at Joe's Kansas City BBQ. So Eric, tell me some of the history. How did all this get started?
Well, we are actually in the original gas station location. So 28 years ago, this is the year that we opened the restaurant here at the gas station. Jeff and Joy, the owners, actually lived in the community. They just did competition barbecue. This was an original gas station and liquor store, and they transitioned and gave themselves a little nook to do some catering. We got lucky with a couple really great articles from Anthony Bourdain, Patrick Mahomes, and then it just kept growing and growing. And next thing you know, here we are 28 years from now, a full-fledged Joe's Kansas City BBQ restaurant.
That's great. 28 years. What are some of your favorite awards?
They won the American Royal. Jeff is one of the only pit masters in the United States to have won awards in 4 continuous decades, to be a world champion in 4 decades. It is kind of one of the anchors if you're a competition pit master to be able to come to Kansas City and win a barbecue competition. Jeff is also in the Kansas City Barbecue Society Hall of Fame. That is a really great award as well. It kind of shows your tenure and your history in the town. The draft was just here last year, the NFL draft, and we were on stage and won the burn end award for the best burn ends in town. We did a little kind of fun competition. So as a Kansas-based company, we really pride ourselves on being not just the best in Kansas City, the best in America. We kind of really love to say that we are the barbecue capital of the country. And so again, I think when you have your favorite here in Kansas, that kind of means that you're a really popular restaurant in the country. And I think that that's something that the gas station really prides itself on, as being one of the top restaurants in the country.
Well, I know what you want to know is what's the secret? What's the secret to winning so many of these barbecue championships? So let's head back in the kitchen and let's
get our hands dirty.
Let's get dirty.
So Jonathan, I think the best way for us to show you what Kansas City BBQ is all about is to actually put on some gloves and get your hands dirty.
Let's do it.
So I think one of the questions you asked was, what makes Kansas City BBQ, what makes Joe's, and the history? We want to make sure the barbecue that you get on Monday is the same barbecue you get on Saturday. And to do that, we're very consistent with our cookers, our temperature, our rubs. And so we'll kind of show you as we open up here. These are our ribs, for instance. These are going to be pork spare ribs. We only cook with Missouri white oak. So if you want to go ahead and grab one there, we're actually going to take these off. So you want to just pull that on there, check it a little bit for some tenderness right here. You'll see that it kind of feels like your hand, and then you'll just put it right on there. So as you can see, pork spare rib, again, we have the same rub that we use all the time. We only cook with Missouri white oak. Those are going to go in for about 225 degrees for 3 to 4 hours before we get a check. And again, they're all going to have, I think you'll see as we start to pull them out, a consistent color, a consistent feel, and that's when we know they're ready to go. So again, I think the main part of what Joe's makes Joe's, again, is everything is low and slow. So these will go in 3 to 4 hours. Our big meats like our brisket and our pork and our turkey will actually go in overnight. So those will start at 3 o'clock, and we'll actually pull those off at 7 in the morning the next day. So again, but same consistency as Missouri white oak. We have our same dry rubs that go on every piece of meat, the same portions that we go out, and I think a lot of it is our people. You got to have really good people in all the restaurants serving the same barbecue the same way, day in, day out, to get that consistency. And so I think what makes Joe's, again, is not just the people, but the consistency of the barbecue that we do.
Well, thank you so much for bringing me back here. I wish you could be here and smell how great it smells in here right now. Thanks so much for watching. I look forward to you joining me on the next episode of The American Dream, Selling Kansas City.